When I studied liturgy at Catholic University in late '99 and early 2000, one of the books I read was called The New Catholicity by R.J. Schreider. And he has a story in there that really stood out to me. And he's talking about communication. And he says, imagine this. There's a missionary who's gone to a country far away from his homeland and is addressing the people. She's concerned with the integrity of the message. This has meant something to her since she gave her life to Christ and since she followed Christ, and wants that same experience to happen to the people who are listening to her in a village, let's say. Now, the people who are listening to her have a different stance. He said they were interested in preserving their identity, their way of doing things. And the missionaries in charge is wanting to change them. So what's wonderful about this image is there's a little bit of this going on. And I started thinking about that, and I try to apply it to a Sunday celebration here in these United States. So think about it. We go into church, the Pope goes into church, the bishop goes into church, anybody goes into church, they sit there, and the word comes and is explained in a homily or a sermon. The person preaching is often wanting the people listening to have the same experience he or she had. And what Schreider's pointing out is the people listening are more intent on preserving their identity and their way of life. It's a way of saying we are never disinterested hearers of the word. We are never disinterested when it comes to a liturgical engagement. What does that look like in terms of being present? What are the conditions, a good Kantian word here, Immanuel Kant, what are the conditions for the possibility that a congregation, an individual, who is intent on preserving his or her identity, what are the conditions that that person might hear something new and be transformed? That's one of the things I want to explore too, because as we get in touch with even that part of our lives that says, yeah, I guess I am interested in preserving my identity, then it starts to describe a spirituality that says, it's not just about being good little boys or good little girls. It's about being an adult that says, yeah, I've got these things going on in my life. I'm not sure I always want to change, which is real. Now, how do I encounter the Christ who's present? I encounter the Christ who's present as someone with a divided heart, simply put. So that's at the basis of this whole book, which is being published by ltp.org. Notice how that strikes you. And maybe sit with that a little bit before you might want to go on. Because there's a couple other angles to this part of the book that I'd like to explore in the following videos. So thank you very much.
Let me find